Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over a Leetcode medium question. This is an interval question that I solved around 7-ish months ago, so it's good to review it. So let's do that now to see if I can resolve it. I remember this one was kind of confusing, so let's read it again. So you're given a matrix here and you have points x and y. So you have this diameter. I'm not going to read all this description because it's not really helpful, but basically you want to return an integer denoting the minimum number of arrows. So how many arrows does it take to pop each balloon? Obviously the balloon has this diameter. So let's go ahead and do that. So just from looking at this, what I feel is we need to sort this by the x value. So let's do that. Let's print points. Okay, so we have it sorted by x value. Now what we want to do is probably merge them together so that we can say, okay, these two can be taken care of, can be touched by one arrow, and also this one as well, because they are overlapping. So let's merge them. Let's call this new is points 0 for I in range 1 length of points. So if, let's just say points or new -1, -1, the previous one is, or the current one, points I0 is less than or equal to new -1, -1, then we don't, so there's overlap, we don't want to add anything, so we just maximize it, because we know that if this is less than or equal to this, then this must also be bigger than this. So max of new -1, -1, and also points I of 1, because this has to be bigger than this one, right? So otherwise, new dot append points of I, because there's no overlap, we've already sorted them by x. So let's print new. Okay. So maybe less than instead of less than or equal to. That still doesn't look right. Okay, probably what's going on is we don't need to merge these two, because it has to be the case where and points I. So this is less than this, but this has to be bigger than this to merge this new interval with whatever's on new. Points I 0 or new -1, -1 has to be, what? That's weird. So this is merged together, but this one, yep, 712, that looks right. Okay, yeah, this one's getting a little confusing now. So maybe we pick the biggest endpoint and see how many we can get. And then we increment it by 1 if we can't cover it, right? So I is 0 while I is less than length of points. So we can just say cur is going to be points I1. So this, while cur is bigger than or equal to points I0, then we can just keep incrementing, right? Let's run this. Okay, and I is less than length of points. Otherwise, okay, bigger than points I0. Okay. Cur is bigger than or equal to. So while I is less than length of points, because I think this condition hits first, and cur is bigger than or equal to points I0. Because if this is false, we won't even evaluate this. Okay, let's print I. So 2 and 4. Okay, cool. So we just keep going until we don't have to anymore. For 4, awesome. Okay, so answer plus equal to 1, right? And then return answer. Submit this. Okay, obviously some edge cases here. Maybe we do have to merge them together, because this and this is together, so... let's call this new. For I in range 1, length of points. If points I0, let's say this is inside of this and this is less than this. So if points I0 is bigger than or equal to new -1, 0, and points I1 is less than new -1, 1, then we continue. Otherwise, new dot append points of I. So why don't we just do this with points equals to new. Let's use this, because now it just helps us merge it, right? Okay, still not correct. Oh, okay. Wait. So let's print new. Okay, so this is supposed to be, so this is still can be merged. So if we can merge them, but then, oh, okay. That's a hassle. Wait. So 4 covers this and this, but it doesn't cover this. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is less than length of points, and current is bigger than or equal to this, bigger than or equal to this, bigger than or equal to this. Why is this not popping all the balloons? Why do we need 2 here? I have a feeling this is going to be a nasty one. We have to merge them somehow, I feel like. Else, if points I0 is less than or equal to, or wait a second, maybe it's bigger than. So, or L if points I0 is less than or equal to new -1, -1, then we do the thing again where we just say we update it. Points I1, else do that. Nope, okay. Yeah, this one's a doozy. It's not fun. Okay, let's do this. Why is it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Maybe we can sort it by goes lambda x x1. Maybe by the end point instead of the start point, because the start, we're using the end point to compare how many start points is bigger than, right? So let's submit this. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Yep, I guess that's what it was. I guess you just got to try some things until it works. So, yep, this one is kind of hard, but yeah, I guess you just kind of have to play around with it a little bit and you'll get it. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.